Hi, my name is Claire August, and I'm a junior at the George Washington University in Washington, D.C. And I just spent the last 30 days participating in Project Green Challenge, a 30-day environmental challenge aimed at students to transform their lives from conventional to conscious. It's hard to imagine, but my life was totally different before I was introduced to Project Green Challenge. I consider myself environmentally conscious, sure. But there were so many actions I took in my life that were far from conscious. I drank bottled water, took 15-minute showers, went shopping for fun, bought cheap plastic things and packaged foods, and didn't worry about what was in my cosmetic products. I sometimes can't believe this was me. Even the thought of that now just stresses me out. But Project Green Challenge and Turning Green gave me the tools and information I needed to mobilize myself and others to become a more conscious citizen of planet Earth. During PGC 2014, I was an underperforming participant, but I watched my friend Charlie succeed throughout the month all the way to the finals. I learned about zero waste and microbeads from his posts, two causes that I became passionate about over the past year. I'm a strong believer in the power of the ripple effect, and Project Green Challenge has been the stone thrown in the water that's likely started thousands of other ripples. This year, I decided I wanted to deepen my own dedication to living consciously and start my own ripple, so I committed my October to Project Green Challenge. What have I accomplished this month? I started a windowsill garden in my apartment full of bee-loving plants to improve biodiversity. I cooked a vegan, fresh, local, organic, sustainable, non-GMO dinner for my friends, and they were shocked at how delicious it was. I started participating in Vegan Mondays. I got my shower time down to 5 minutes. I took my parents and my friend to an amazing farm-to-table restaurant in DC that I researched for PGC. What have I learned this month? My favorite makeup item contains a possible carcinogen and endocrine disruptor, but there are many safer, non-toxic products that can replace it. I learned what exactly constitutes fair trade and how to look for a product that's been certified as such. I learned about the vast versatility of hemp and that it can be used for cloth, construction, food, and more. I learned so much about fast fashion and how detrimental it is to communities and the earth. I learned that many of the products in my living space, such as my mattress and my throw blanket, are made of petroleum-based materials and could be leaching toxins in addition to inflaming my eczema. And finally, I learned just how much of an impact I could have on my people around me by serving as a positive role model and practicing what I preach. And what have I taught others this month? I have taught my friends about why it's important to eat in-season vegetables, participate in Meatless Mondays, check your body products for safe ingredients, and wear sustainable or secondhand fashion. By the end of the month, I had friends taking up using a reusable water bottle, picking up trash in the National Mall, baking vegan cookies, properly recycling, shopping at secondhand clothes shops, and air drying their clothes instead of using the dryer. I reached out to some friends who told me they've been impacted by my posts and my actions during PGC, and they sent in some comments on how me doing the projects has affected them.
Hi, so my name is Amrish. Claire and I work together at this firm called Distributor Sun. During Claire's Project Green Challenge, I learned about zero waste and I was really intrigued by it. And then from since then, I've told my favorite food truck to no more serve me food in styrofoam containers, rather serve me in paper containers. So thank you, Claire, and thank you, Project Green Challenge.
Hey Claire, greetings from Scotland. I wanted to let you know how much I learned from you doing PGC. Here in the UK, things are a little bit different. They use two faucets on pretty much every sink, which I think is a little bit ridiculous. But since PGC, I've been way more conscious of how much water I use coming out of each one of these faucets. I've made way more effort to take quick showers. And I've made sure my flatmates and I turn off the water while we're washing our dishes. All in all, I'm glad I learned so much and I can't wait to continue our efforts in reducing our water use.
I never thought I'd learn this much from just 30 days of challenges. I also never thought my impact would span so far. Through social media, I was able to reach friends on the West Coast, across the ocean in Europe, and all up and down the East Coast. But Project Green Challenge is so much more than just 30 days. After the month ends, you're still living Project Green Challenge every day as a transformed, conscious student. I will never be able to shut off the voice in my head that asks what my water footprint is, what my energy footprint is, how many earths I would need to sustain my lifestyle, how far my food traveled to get to my plate, or if the chemicals in my products are safe. That's the beauty of the transformation from conventional to conscious, and that's the impact of Project Green Challenge.